That is Born Under a Bad Sign by Albert King. If you find yourself on this channel, you probably know who that is. If you don't, go listen to Born Under a Bad Sign. It's a fantastic song, and Albert King is a great guitar player, which is why I wanted to talk to you today about this riff. This is basically the Albert King riff. It can be broken into two parts. I also did a few other things where I was playing this part up here. I'll show you how to do that. And then there was one other thing. So we're in this pentatonic box for most of the time. Don't really go below that. And that's pentatonic box where we start on the 9th fret and on the 12th fret. And then there's another pentatonic box above this. So this is just 5 notes here. It's 14, 12, 14, 12, 13. And I threw in a little something fun, a little minor third right here to transition between those two boxes as well. We'll talk about that today too. So I'm Charles. I am a music instructor. I teach guitar, mandolin, piano, bass, and I really love the blues. And the blues are super fun to play. They're not super hard, and they allow for you to really express yourself. This Albert King riff is very common in a lot of blues songs as well. So to get started, let's just learn the first part of this riff. That's it. So we're going to play 9 here on the E string. Then we'll go to 12th fret on the B string. Then 9 again on the B string. And then we'll go down to that G string here, 10. And then back to 9 on the B string. So that's the first part of our lick. Don't forget to add a little vibrato and some bends here too. So that's the first part. This is the second part. I'll play it slow one more time. So this is pretty easy. You're just using your first and your third finger here. So we'll start on the B string. 9, 11, 9. Then we'll go down to the D string, 11. Back to the G string, 9. And then back to the D string, 11. So you put those two riffs together and you come out with something like this. And then from there, we have our riff. You can break this apart. You can play little parts of the lick. In the solo, you can play it in other songs. This transposes all across the neck, anywhere that you can play a pentatonic scale. You can even change the timing of it a little bit like that. So for Born Under a Bad Sign in particular, though, so you'll probably want to be able to play that theme up in this box. So after we've played our riff, what we can do, start here on 9 on the A string, 9, 11 on the A, then we'll go 9 on the D, then 11 on the D, and then we'll go up to the G string and hit 9, and then 11 on the D string. So the riff, the second part of the riff here, 9, 11, hammer on the A string, then 9 on the D string, then 9 again on the A string, and then 11 here on the D string. So you put it together and this is what you come out with, real slow. And at full speed. So that is the main riff and the main lick on Born Under a Bad Sign. Now I want to talk about the second pentatonic box. You'll see Freddie King uses this a little bit more than Albert King, but they both use it a little bit here. So this box is, we're going to be up here. We're going to have our ring finger on the 14th fret and our index finger on the 12th fret. Our middle finger will be responsible just for one note here on the 13th fret of the G string. So if we're playing the riff and the lick into that box, it'll sound a bit like this. improvised. So essentially what you're doing is you're transitioning into this box. That's my favorite lick for Born Under Bad Sign. So it's 14, 12, 14, 12 on the E string and then the B string. And then we'll hit a double stop here on 13 and hit the 13th fret on the G string. And then we'll hit 12 here on the B string. Then transition back into the box. Hit that minor third on the 12th fret. And then go back to the 11th fret. And that is a lot of Born Under a Bad Sign. With Born Under a Bad Sign, you're going to have a lot of fun playing with this. Feel free to improvise off of this further. You won't need to move around the neck a whole lot if you want to stay in this octave. But if you don't, also keep in mind the main riff is down here. And it's the same thing we played up here. Just transposed down a string on the E string was where we start on the 2nd fret. So between those two, you can start to connect all of these different parts of the fretboard. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something today, most importantly. Like and subscribe and leave me a comment or question if you have any down below. Thanks. Bye.